Have you ever wanted a beautiful planted aquarium on your desk, but thought it would be too expensive or too difficult to maintain? Many beginners believe they need powerful lights, CO2 systems, and expensive equipment to create a healthy aquascape. But sometimes, the simplest aquariums can be the most beautiful. This story begins with a tiny 30 by 30 centimeter planted tank sitting quietly on a computer desk. It wasn't a high-tech setup. There was no CO2 injection system. The equipment was simple, affordable, and beginner-friendly. But the aquarium still looked peaceful and alive. Inside the tank were several easy aquatic plants chosen specifically for beginners. Japanese pearl grass spread gently across the bottom, creating a soft green carpet. Green rotala added fresh color and natural movement. In the center, a red plant called red rose created contrast, while delicate red stem plants along the sides gave the aquarium a balanced look. Small guppies with bright red heads swam calmly between the plants, looking healthy and active. What made this aquarium interesting was its simplicity. Even after the filter was turned off for a while, the tank remained stable. The fish were healthy, the plants continued growing, and the water still looked clean. That's because a balanced planted tank slowly creates its own natural ecosystem. When lighting, plants, fish, and substrate are properly balanced, nature begins helping itself. Another smart idea in this setup was the substrate. Instead of buying everything brand new, the owner reused old aquarium soil that had previously been used in a shrimp tank. Then a fresh layer of nutrient soil was added on top. This teaches an important lesson for beginners. You do not always need expensive materials to start aquascaping. Healthy reused materials can still work very well. The soil layer itself was also simple, only around 4 to 5 centimeters deep. Many beginners think they need thick substrate layers and complicated setups, but for a small aquarium, this depth is already enough for most aquatic plants to grow properly. Then came one of the most common beginner questions. Do I need lava rock underneath the soil? For a small aquarium like this, the answer is usually no. Because the tank is small, nutrient soil alone is already enough to support plant roots and beneficial bacteria. Adding volcanic rock underneath often increases cost without giving major benefits. And that is one of the biggest lessons in aquascaping. Simple setups are often easier to maintain and more stable for beginners. A small planted aquarium is not just decoration. For many people, it becomes a peaceful living space inside their home. Watching fish swim slowly and plants grow day by day can reduce stress and create a calming atmosphere after a busy day. Sometimes a tiny glass box filled with water and plants can remind us how peaceful nature can be, even in the middle of everyday life.